Good afternoon, everyone. During the last lecture, we completed the sectional front view and the sectional top view for the hexagonal pyramid. So now we will try to complete the sectional side view. So if you observe this three-dimensional image, then the side view or the sectional side view, which is visible, it is from the left-hand side. Okay. So we have to draw the left-hand side view, and that will be on the right side of the front view. So draw the projector lines from the front view and from the top view. So for that, draw a 45-degree line in the fourth quadrant and take the projection on this line from sectional top view and project this line vertically upward. So first, draw the side view for that pyramid without considering the section, and then project these intersection points of the auxiliary plane with the slant edges. Okay. So this side view, this is for the complete pyramid. So now project this point. So this point 1, 0.23, and 0.45 in this side view. So you can observe this three-dimensional image. So this is the point 1. Then this is point 2 and 3, and this is 4 and 5. So this point, this is the point 1 in the side view. then this is 0.2, and this is 3. And this is 4 and 5. Now connect this point by a straight line 1 2 1 3 2 4 and 3 5. Just make one change. This 2 and 3, this will be on this slant edge. So this is 0.2 and this is 0.3. Okay, so this is the side view for this section. Okay, so this is complete sectional side view. Okay, now this portion, which is shown here by the pink color, so it is to be removed, and the portion which is shown by the white lines, this is the portion which is written. Okay, so in your manual drafting, you should draw this portion by a continuous thin line, and portion which is in the actual side view, it is to be drawn by continuous thick line. Now to draw the true shape of this section, we should observe in the perpendicular direction to this line. So you can draw the true shape by taking the projector lines like this. So you can draw the perpendicular line like this, or you can draw the true shape, just measure this distance 1 to 5. So this is 46.61. So draw one line which is parallel to the XY line. Okay, now draw the vertical projector lines. Now also measure this distance from point 1 to 2. So this is 10.96. So draw the line from this point at distance 10.96. Okay. So this is your point 1. Then this is point 2 and 3. And this is point 4 and 5. Now take the projector directly from the top view. Okay. So if you observe the true shape, then side view, so this width, it will remain same. Only this length will change in the true shape. Okay. So you can take the projections directly from the top view for the width. So this is the point 4. This is point 5. Then this is 2. This is point 3. And this is point 1. Okay. So now connect this point by straight line. So this will be your true shape. And just highlight this by a section line. Okay, so this is how you can draw the front view, sectional top view, sectional side view, and the true shape of this section. Okay. So complete this problem on the drawing paper. Okay, so note down the second problem, where pyramid resting on the HP on its base edge. So in the previous case, the pyramid, that is a pentagonal pyramid, it is completely resting on the base on the HP. And here the pyramid is resting on one of its base edge. And the section plane is perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP. So note down the problem statement. Hexagonal pyramid is resting on the HP on one of its base edge and X is inclined to HP at 30 degree. In the previous case, axis of that pyramid, it is perpendicular to HP, and in this problem, axis of that pyramid is inclined to HP at 30 degree. That means we have to rotate the pyramid in the clockwise direction so that axis will be 30 degree with the HP, and the axis is parallel to VP. So that pyramid is cut by an auxiliary inclined plane, which is inclined to HP at 60 degree, and that plane cuts the axis at 10 mm from the base. So this is the intersection point of that section plane with the axis of that pyramid. The auxiliary inclined plane is perpendicular to VP. Draw the front view, sectional top view, then sectional side view, and true shape of the section. The base side is 20 mm for the pyramid and axis height is 60 mm. So you can observe here in a 3 dimension the given position of the pyramid and position of the sectional plane. So this is the position. So initially in the first stage, we should assume the given pyramid is completely resting on HP. That is, the base is on the HP and axis perpendicular to HP. Okay. And one of its base side, it must be perpendicular to the vertical plane or XY line. In the second stage, we should rotate this pyramid in a such a way that it will rest on one of its base edge. So you can observe here in the second image, the pyramid is resting on its base edge and axis of that pyramid will be inclined to HP at 30 degree. Okay. So you can refer the first line of the problem. The pyramid is resting on one of its base edge and axis inclined to HP at 30 degree. Okay. So here the axis so suppose this is the axis. So this inclination, this is 30 degree. So it is observed in the front view. And then the section plane is inclined to HP at 60 degree. It cuts the axis at 10 mm from the base. Okay. So this is the section plane. So this is auxiliary inclined plane. So angle of inclination of this plane with respect to horizontal. So this is 60 degree. And it cuts the axis. So this is the axis at 10 mm from the base. So this is the intersection point. So let us take this point as a M. So sectional plane is passing from the point M, and M point, it is at 10 mm distance from the base of that pyramid. Okay. So after this, we will remove the portion which is nearer to the observer from the top view. So this is the top view or position of the observer. So we should remove this portion and we will retain this portion. So you can observe the third image. So for this remaining portion, we will draw the front view, then top view, and the sectional side view. So side view is visible from the left side. Okay. And then we will draw the true shape of this section. So basically this problem, it is a two-stage problem. In the first stage, just draw the front view and top view when the pyramid axis is perpendicular to HP. In the second case, rotate the pyramid so that axis will be inclined at 30 degree. So you can observe that front view. So this is the first stage front view. So in the first stage, the axis is exactly perpendicular to the HP. In the second case, just rotate this first stage front view so that axis, this angle is 30 degree. Okay. Now in this front view, you should draw the sectional plane. So this is the line which represents the sectional plane. And for this plane, this angle, this is 60 degree. And at the same time, it will pass through this point M, which is at 10 mm distance with respect to this base. Okay. And then you can draw the top view, then sectional side view, and two shape of this section. So this is the sectional front view. Okay, so let us see how to draw this on a drawing paper. So you can take this screenshot for your reference. So by referring the first image where the pyramid is completely resting on the HP and X is perpendicular to HP, and one of the base side, that is this side, is a perpendicular to vertical plane or XY line. Okay, so this is the top view. Now as this is a pyramid, so we can observe the slant edges in the top view. So draw the slant edges. Now take the projection in the front view and complete the front view. So height of that pyramid, this is 60 mm. So take this height 60 mm. Okay, so this is the front view in the first stage. Now in the second stage, we should rotate that front view in the clockwise direction, or you can rotate in anti-clockwise direction, so that axis line, it is inclined at 30 degree with respect to the horizontal. So directly you can draw the baseline. So this baseline will be inclined at 60 degree. Okay, so this is the front view when we rotate the pyramid so that axis is inclined at 30 degree. So this is the inclination 30 degree for the axis. Now complete the top view when we rotate this. So these two stages, they are similar to the projection of solid. So you have already studied this. Now just find out the intersection points. So name these points. Now try to observe from the top view. So from the top view, the edges which are visible to the observer, show this by continuous thick line. So here hidden edges are O5 and O4. Then three base edges which are 6, 5, 5, 4 and 4, 3, they are hidden. Okay, so this is second stage top view. Now next part is we have to show the position of section plane. Okay, so section plane position, it is shown in the second stage, not in the first stage. Okay. So first locate the point on this axis 10 mm from the base. Now the section plane, it must pass through this point, and at the same time it is inclined with the XY line or with the horizontal plane by 60 degree. Okay. So take this angle 60 degree. So this is the section plane. Now, because of this section plane, find out the intersection on the slant edges and the base edges. So you can observe here. So this is the first point. So you can give the name. This is 1, 2. Then this is 3 and 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 points. That is 6 extra points because of the intersection of section plane with the slant edges and the base edges. So just observe this 3D image. So this is the point 1. This is point 2. Then this is 3. This is 4. This is 5 and 6. Okay. So similarly, locate this point in the front view. So this is your point 1 and 2. Then here on the edge O6 and O3, we will get 2 points. So one point is 3 and second is 4. And on the base edge, which is 6, 5 and 3, 4, we will get 2 points. Okay. So that is 5 and 6. So after this, project these extra points in the top view. So this problem is more complicated compared to the last problem, because in the last problem, there was only one stage. So project this 1 and 2. Then project this 3 and 4. And project this 5 and 6. Okay. So 1 and 2, it is on the edge O1 and O2. So just observe this top view. So this is O1. So this point, this is the point 1 and this is point 2. Then 3 and 4, it is on O6 and O3. So this is point 3 and this is point 6. So these are intersection points. And 5 and 6, these two intersection points, they are on the base edges. One is a 6, 5 and second is 3, 4. So this is 5 point and this is point 6 on the edge. Three, 4.